Hi guys, Stephen Schwa here from First Inventory. A question that I'm very commonly asked is why do estate agents, letting agencies use inventory clerks? Why do they use inventory clerks to produce the different report stages? Well, it's very simple. If you're running a successful estate agency or a letting agency, the fact is you'll be making a lot of money selling houses, selling flats, properties all around your local area. And the fees that estate agents earn for this are thousands of pounds. In London, they're absolutely astronomical amounts of money, sometimes tens of thousands of pounds for just selling one property. Also, most estate agencies also do lettings, and they have a lettings side of the business and they have the sales side of the business. Whatever way you want to look at it, it's a very lucrative business. Now, you do get some estate agents that just specialise in lettings. So they're just a letting agency and they've got hundreds of properties which they let out and they manage them all on behalf of landlords. Now, the reality is that this is all very involved. Now, the biggest overhead for any business is always the staff. And for estate agencies, this is an expensive overhead. So what most estate agents or letting agencies, whatever you want to call them, do is they farm out their inventory services requirements to independent inventory clerks. They add a massive margin to your prices and they pass this cost on to the landlords whose properties they manage. And you only need a handful of estate agents or letting agencies using your services and you'll have a full diary and you'll be making a fabulous income. When you take into account that many estate agents or letting agencies can have 400, 500 properties under management from just one branch, you on your own, even as a one-man, one-woman business, you will only need perhaps 5 or 6 letting agencies using your services, and I can absolutely assure you, you'll have a very full diary. On a busy week, you could be completing maybe 15, 20 bookings a week made up of the different report stages. So some of your bookings will be for inventory reports, some of them will be for check-ins, some of them will be for midterm inspections, some of them will be for check-outs, some of them will be for inventory updates, and so forth. And then new check-ins of the next tenant that moves in after the first one's moved out. And so the process repeats itself again. However much money you make in your first year, you could probably quite realistically expect to earn maybe 40% more in year 2, simply because of the repeating bookings of your back catalogue. But anyway, the reason letting agencies use independent inventory clerks and farm out the service is because they're making money on every job they book for you. Every job they give you, they're making a massive margin, which they pass on to the landlords whose properties they manage. So there we have it. That is why letting agencies use independent inventory clerks and farm out the service to independent inventory companies like ours and like yours if you decide to get involved in this industry. Now, if you've got any questions, you'd like to know a little bit more about the industry or working it or anything you've been wondering about, feel free to give me a call. It's Stephen Schwa. My mobile number is 0778 58 440, or send me an email to info@firstinventory.co.uk. Now, if you'd like, I can send you a completely free local market report on the demand for inventory services in and around your local area. So you've been thinking of coming into the industry, but you just want to know, is this going to work for me? Is there a demand in my area? Right? I can assure you there certainly is. But if you'd like me to prove it to you, send me an email to info@firstinventory.co.uk, put your name, put your town, and put your postcode. I will then email over to you a completely free, no obligation, local market report with all the facts and figures telling you what the demand is in your area. And you can check it out and verify it online right now once you get the report. It'll have all the data in there. I'll put links in there to websites and things that you can check it all out and verify it, just to be sure in your own mind that there is actually a demand for this service before you go to the expense of getting trained or coming into the industry or deciding whether you're going to do this, just to give you a bit of reassurance that there is actually a demand in your area. Okay, so if you've got any questions, give me a call. But if you want some further information, visit our website. There's also further information on our Facebook page. We've got about 5,500 likes and followers on our First in Ready Facebook page. And if you want to get some more details, visit our website, which is inventory-training.co.uk. So that's why letting agencies farm out the service, and that's why it really does work, and why you can make a fabulous income if you get involved in this industry. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button below. Plenty more videos coming out in the next few weeks. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.